Hey, so lovelies, thank you for stopping by. On my drafting table today is this beautiful corset bubble dress. If you would love to see how I made this, the cup well rounded and fixed together to make a bubble dress, let's do this together. Hello, how are you doing? Welcome back to Sew with Nolia channel. Today before me is this gorgeous mini dress. It's a cup corset bubble mini dress. Come along with me as we illustrate this together. To do this, I have my basic bodice patterns with me, the front and the back. This is the front with my side bust dart and my basic waist dart, and the back with just my basic dart. All right, I mentioned that it's a corset dress, but at the same time, I'll be showing us if you want to be making a bustier and not a corset. All right, so I'll take aside back pattern and we'll work on the front pattern. I have a detailed tutorial on how to draft a basic bodice block. You can check it out. So this is what we'll be working with in this class. We'll start off by plotting the over bust. And go ahead and measure from the shoulder to where you want it to start from, or input your bust height. For this class, bust height I'll be working with is 6 inches. You take the 6 inches from your under bust, and wherever that touches on the over bust will be your over bust point. And this is my 6 inches. So the next thing will be to plot our bust bridge. The bust bridge from the center front. If you check this very well, you realize that the space in between from the center fold is like 1.5 inches to 2 inches. So for this class, I'll be using 1.5 inches in total. So if you divide 1.5 inches into 2, we will have 3/4. So this is my 3/4. This is my bust point, chest line, under bust, and front waist length. I'll take the measurement on the bust point. This is it. And I will now connect here to my under bust to form my curl. Continue. I would like to do my underbust contouring. I realize that we've not done that. The underbust circumference for this is 28 inches. 28 divided by 4 will give me 7. So from the center front, you are going to measure that. So this is 7. Whatever that is left after this, I will measure it. This is 1.5 inches. I'll use this 1.5 inches to contour the underbust. From this first leg, I will come inward by 1/2 inch. And from this other leg, I will measure my 1 inch. And I'll connect that like so, touching my bust point. This is where we'll be connecting this. I'm so sorry about that. I missed that part. I forgot that I've not done that. So I'm going to tape this so that we can reshape this. All right, from the center front, we went in by 3/4 inch. 3/4 inch, and we connected that to here. So this is where we'll be connecting this 3/4 to this contoured dart leg. This is what we'll have as a cup at the center front. Your underbust contouring, go ahead and connect this to your dart leg. Bring it straight like so, or you contour your waistline at this point. Since we are making a corset, I'll be contouring or snatching the waist by 2 inches. 2 inches divided by 4 will give me half. So I will be deducting 1/2 inch from this. So I can go ahead and take my 1/2 inch here, or take it away from the side, but I will do so that this part is straight and it cinches the waistline very well, like this. So this is what we'll be cutting off as our dart. Cutter waist measurement was 7 inches. Now we will have 6.5 because we've taken away 1/2 inch. This is 3 inches. And skip the dart, you will have 6.5. Can you see? So it is the same thing whether you choose to contour here or you contour it here. So now I'll go ahead now to finish off the side cup. I'll slash this and close off my bust dart. And now I left this little piece. This is my side seam, this red, all the way here. I left this part so that when I close my bust dart, I'll be able to through the side dart. So I'll tape this now and we'll through the side dart. So I haven't taped this. I will through my side dart. This is my side. I will connect it to my waistline. You can connect to the waist or connect to the under bust. Either way is fine. Cut away the excess. The next thing will be to complete the cup. From the side seam, come inward by 1 inch or 1.5 inches, as the case may be. It can be more if this is for a plus size person. And connect this to this point. And this is what it will look like. This is our center front, the one coming to the center, and this is the one coming to the side. The next thing will be to plot the over bust. From our chest line, come down by minimum of 1/2 inch. Then this 1/2 inch, you are going to connect this 1/2 inch, this point, and this over bust that we marked, to connect all of them together. All right, so now the next thing will be to contour the over bust. Now, to contour the over bust, we are going to divide this shoulder length into 2 and connect to the bust point. On this part now, we are going to be contouring 1 inch and connect this to your bust point. You close this part up and through the over bust so that the two dart legs are matching up. Can you see? This is distorted, so I'll go ahead and fine tune this. I want to come down by 1/2 inch here. Just so that the neckline is pronounced a little. Let me use my marker. So this is what the over bust will look like. So now we have contoured here. This will be going off because we've contoured here. The next thing will be to plot the neckline, the stylish Grecian neckline. I'll call it Grecian because it looks somewhat like Grecian neckline, and it is a very sharp V neckline. So to do this, I'll be filling up this part with paper so that I can do my V neckline. The neckline I used was 3x3, but it shouldn't be up to that. If you've not cut yours, fine, but if you've cut it off, just add paper to it like so. Neck depth is, after the neckline of 3 inches, I'll come down by 2.5. It can be more than this. This is 2.5. Then the width, I'll connect this neck width to the neck depth. In total, it is 5.5. So after this now, we're going to cut this part now. This part is pointing upward. We're going to contour here. So you can just do 1/4 of an inch, cut this off. And with this shoulder contouring, it will not gape or gap because we've contoured here. If it was deeper than this, we would have contoured here, but with this, it will suffice. The next thing will be to plot this width of this strap or the Grecian neckline. I'll be using 1.25. I'll plot it all around like so. From this depth now, I'll go up by, say, 2 inches. This is my 2 inches. I'll continue with the width like so until I get to this 2 inch mark. 2 inches, I'll make sure it is still 3/4 of an inch that we went in by. Let me make that into a straight line like so. Then this 1.25, I will connect it. We'll fine tune this later. Then from here, I'll blend it into this and we'll have it stopping on. This is what we will have. And this will connect to the cup. This is what we'll have. This will blend into this coming upward. Go ahead, cut off this contour dart and we'll cut this off. We'll eliminate the dart. Eliminate here too. Then I'll cut here. Cut here. Separate the cup. And cut this part. This is top, CF, that line, we'll through here. So this is our side, and this is center, this is bottom, that line. So I'll cut this off and we'll do the 3-piece cup. So we don't need this at all. Go ahead and through this part. Through here and cut off. So we'll cut off the cup You can tape this together at this point and cut as one, or cut, add seam allowance, cut, sew the two together and put your bone in. And this is what we'll have here. We'll put this aside now and work on the 3-piece cup. Put these two together. For the 3-piece, on the center front, you can measure. This is 1.2, then here to 1.5. Connect here to this part, but make it curvy. So this is what our 3-cup piece will look like. This is top, this is 1, 2, 3. This to the front, CF, and this to side, top, top, or you mark like this so that you don't make any mistake. That's why I wrote that leg here. So I'll cut this off. Cut this into pieces and we'll have our 3-piece cup ready. This to this part and to this part. I'll put this aside and we'll work on the back. Now I have my back pattern. The back is pretty simple. Remember at the side front, we went downward by 1/2 inch. You are going to do the same thing here. And on the center back, this depends on how deep you want. If you want it straight across, you can measure 1/2 inch, but I'll be doing 1 inch. Then I'll connect this to the center back, like so. If you are making a bustier, this is what the center back will look like. You have your center back shaping done so that your zipper can lay nicely on your back. But for a corset, cutaway circumference is 7 inches plus 1.5 inches, that's 8.5, and I'll take that measurement and cut off the excess. So this is 8.5. I'll connect it to my cutter bust measurement and cut off the excess. Our corset, there is no zipper, there is no shaping on the center back. For the center back opening, this depends on how open you want it to be. I want everything to be opened by 2 inches. So from the center back, I'll come inward by 1 inch. So by the time we have the full back, it will be 2 inches. And on the waistline, I want it to be the same thing. If this is what I'll be having on the center back, can you see? This is what we'll have, and we'll have our eyelet here. So this will be taken off. After here, you'll be having your grommet bar or eyelet bar, let's say 1.5 inches. 1.5 inches. You have to consider this so that the dart is not so close to it. If it is too close, you can reposition the dart. So this is what we'll have, and this will be at the middle. I hope you understand what I'm saying. This will be cut off. So after this, we can have our dart. Now, what we still have here is cutaway circumference plus our dart. So to snatch the waistline, just like we did on the front, we'll remove 1/2 inch. So this is my 1/2 inch. This is the simplest. This is beginner friendly. There are other ways you can move around this dart, plus the 1/2 inch is the simplest way to do it. Just connect it like so, and we'll cut this off. We have snatched our waistline like this. To complete the back, remember that the back is going to be backless. So now to complete what will be on the neckline, there are several ways of doing this, but the simplest one that I'll be making is I will grab our front part now, the yoke part. This is the part that I cut off. I'll try to tape the two together and I will tell us what to do next. The armhole of the front, I'll come down by 1/4 inch or 3 centimeters on the armhole. So here now, I'll grab my back, I'll overlap it until it touches these 3 centimeters. Then I'll tape it. Can you see? So now you just continue the width on the neckline. So now we used 1/4. So just go ahead and do the same thing. Mark it all around. Can you see? This is what we will have on the back. But if you don't want this, you go ahead and extend this as much as you want, and this will serve as a rope for tying it to the neck at the back. So when cutting this on our fabric, we'll extend it by 1/4 inch or 1 inch for our button extension. If you want to go this route, you can also extend this upward like we will do when making a notch collar. So I'll cut this now, and this is what we will have on the neckline. Can you see? You don't need this. Just go ahead and cut this. Then here, remember, this will be taken off. We don't need this also. You cut this off, but if you don't want to cut it off, just overlap it through here. Then I'll cut off. Then here, can you see this tilted backward? You can reduce this by 1/4 of an inch or make it straight. Then we'll cut this off. Stop. But I'll bring everything together to show us what it will look like. Can you see this is what we will have? Then on the side will match up too, because we went down by 1/2 inch on both the front and the back. So now if you have gone up here by 1/2 inch, do the same thing on the side front and connect it to this dart leg like so, and cut this off. I like to do this so that the side back will rest nicely without any squeezing at the side seam. So I'll go ahead, cut this off, and I'll put everything together to show us what it will look like. Please, if at this point you have yet to subscribe to this channel, kindly consider subscribing. Do so right away so that you don't forget. I know you want to support by subscribing, so do so right away. Thank you. This will be together like this. Put the cups together too. This, look at the cup. This is really nice. All we just need to do is simply sew this cup inside here. Let me flip it inside out. That goes to the center front. So all you just need to do is, after you might have sewn this, finish off this part, sew your cup and fix it here. This has to be here. Can you see, like so? And it will be fixed back into this cup. This is what we will have. We'll fix our grommet, and this will come to the neckline. So this is what we will be having. For the skirt part, which is the bubble skirt part, all you just need to do is take. So remember, we cut off 2 inches. This is 1 inch times 2 will be 2 inches. You are joining this to your fabric. When you are joining the skirt part, you will leave this 1 inch on the center on this side and 1 inch on the other side before attaching your skirt part. So let's say the dress length 35 inches, waist length 18. What we will have left will be 17. So this 17 will be for our skirt length. This is for the bodies, and this is skirt length. So this 17. Now for the bubble effect, you have to add to this 17. 17, which is skirt length 17. You can add 5 inches for the bubble effect. Everything will be 22. This will be for your fashion fabric, 22 inches. But for the lining, you deduct this 5 inches from the 17. This is the length. Deduct 5, 12 inches. So what happens is, you've extended it by 5 and you've reduced it by 5. So the lining will be the one that will pull these 5 inches you've added inward, and it will give that bubble effect. So for the waist circumference, just go ahead, do your waist circumference by 2, 2.5, or even more, as much as you want. Thank you so much for coming to class with me today. I hope you enjoyed this class. Please share this with other Sew Lovelies so that they can learn as well. If you would like to see how I drafted my basic bodice block, check this video here. Thank you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.